COVID-19 has completely changed everything that the royal family has been doing in practice. In other ways, it hasn't changed very much at all. The point of the royal family, for most members of the public, is to bring unity to the country. They like to thank members of the public who are doing great works. So in a practical sense, that has had to change really drastically. But they've managed to harness technology in a way that is, if not quite as good, is the next best thing, and has actually in some ways allowed them to do more.
I think there's going to be, sadly, a lot of repercussions from this.
I'm going to share a little secret with you guys, but I'm actually on the platform volunteering. Can you see us?
No, we cannot.
I get the impression they're quite enjoying it. The logistics of the way the Queen has had to work in Windsor have been quite extraordinary. She's in a bubble, effectively, with a select number of members of staff who come and go under very, very careful conditions. She has done these broadcasts. She had that special photograph with Prince Philip celebrating his birthday a few weeks ago, all of which have been done under these very careful conditions of social distancing, one cameraman, everything being cleaned religiously. The special broadcasts are very rare, and I think the key for them was the timing. The time that they chose to do it was at a moment where we were probably feeling all quite frightened, actually. And if there's one thing that the Queen can do, is provide that reassurance and that continuity and make us think of all the things she has seen in her reign and she's overcome. And that great line, obviously, of "we will meet again," has definitely stuck in people's minds, I think. Every generation is very much experiencing it in the same way as the rest of the country, I think. So you've got the little Cambridges, probably a little bit bewildered about why they're not going to school and see their friends anymore. You've got the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge trying to juggle homeschooling with their working lives down in Norfolk. Prince Charles catching coronavirus, and it certainly allowed him to talk with real foundation when he's speaking to members of the NHS and supermarket workers, key workers, and then all the way up to the Queen and Prince Philip, who, like lots of grandparents and great-grandparents, are sort of setting an example, I suppose, and showing that it can be done.
Hats off to every single one of you for surviving, but also for thriving.
I'm sorry that in a way we have not gotten the world to the place that you deserve it to be.
I got the impression that they were really planning to hit the ground running. And of course, first there was coronavirus, and then now in America, particularly the Black Lives Matter movement has really taken over the airwaves and the news cycle and has changed the work they're doing. Their team will say they've had a lot of phone calls, a lot of planning, a lot of strategy, rather than the constant doing, which we might have seen otherwise.